Larry Lincoln listeners, my goodness gracious, has it been a long time since we've been together on the air? I hope you all are doing okay. Oh, this chair, it's honestly, I think it might have went back to its original shape. It's been so long since I sat in it. I don't really know. I'll tell you something. It's a little less comfy than I remember when I left last. Hey, Raul, hey, did we get a new chair in here? No? Okay. Oh, I don't know what to tell you, Larry Lincoln listeners. I feel like it's a new chair. Maybe they're pulling my leg. So I'll give you a little bit of a rundown. First off, I'm sorry. I will say that. I am sorry. It's been a long time since I've been able to been on the air because there was a little bit of a funding issue with Blaine County Radio. I know they're looking at me through the glass right now saying, Larry, tread carefully. So I'm treading carefully with it. I'm not going to say too much what went down, but Blaine County Radio needed some more sponsors, needed a little bit more funding, and one of the old producers was pocketing a lot of the income. I can say that because the case is settled, a.k.a. why I'm back now. Oh, goodness me, Larry Lincoln listeners. I flew in this morning, and I just can't believe how this city has gone even more into the trash can because of all these left-wing liberal policies. I mean, I went into the hotel thinking, okay, it's been a few months. Maybe some positive change has happened in this city and something can be done to fix the nonstop crime, the nonstop drug use, and the abuse of all of our tax dollars going to these programs for these people who don't even give a shit about their life. I mean, you should have seen the amount of blood and guts all over the hallways and the floor of the hotel. And I know, I'm telling you, you should see, because a lot of you listeners out there, I know a lot of you don't live in the city. I know some of you do, and you know exactly what I mean. Now, let me tell you the worst part of it. I mean, it's bad enough knowing there's blood and guts all over the floor of the hotel where all these people live, and so does a lot of good people. I'm not saying that everyone that lives there is good people, because the amount of people I've seen who just are blatantly doing drugs, there was even a shooting when I was there. That's how much violence is going on in our city. I digress. I saw there was some security when I was there. I saw this man run around in yellow Crocs, blue socks, cargo shorts, a reflector vest, a button-up, and a blue hard hat. And I said, did you say you're security? And he said, well, yeah, I'm security. I'm security for this place. And I said, whoa. I said, you're security wearing cargo shorts and Crocs? He said, well, yeah, I go and I secure this place. I secure this place. I make sure it's safe. And I said, okay. I said, and my name's Billy. It's not. It's Larry Lincoln. I said, I don't know what the hell kind of clown show is going on around here. No offense to anyone that's a clown. I said, I don't know what the hell kind of liberal show is going on around here. Offense intended. But how are the people living here supposed to feel safe when, if they need help, someone wearing Crocs, a blue hard hat, a button-up, a reflector vest, and cargo shorts is going to come sprinting in? I mean, goodness gracious, you might as well put a little print of letters on the back that says soy boy and beta male, because you ain't shit. If someone pulls out a gun like they did, I saw two of these people dressed in these security forms dead on the ground. Now, I don't know if they're actually dead, but they were bleeding heavily, because you know what? They don't have no gear. They got no protective vests. They got nothing at all to protect themselves or you. It's a disgrace. What kind of city first off, lets people live in such a place where nonstop crimes happen and drug use and all these other crazy things, but then they put something in place to protect them, some sort of private corporation, and I'm sure the only thing this corporation has in mind is being accepting to everyone. And how are you supposed to be accepting to everyone when they're putting bullets through your chest? Sorry, listeners. We're already jumping right back into it. Before I go any further, we're getting a call from someone very special. And the time I was gone, I heard he became governor. Let's check in. Well, Governor, hello there. You're on the Larry Lincoln Show.
I'm on the Larry Lincoln Show right now.
Right now, live on the air.
You're live on the air right now?
Live
oh my God.
on the air right now.
Larry, I gotta say, last time we had this conversation, I was in the can facing
I remember.
life in prison. You remember that?
I do. I remember.
Now I'm sitting in the governor's office, Larry. On the air.
That. You know, honestly, when I was last here before I had to go, and I mentioned a little bit before, I won't get too much into it, but some producer was pocketing a little bit too much money, and he had it in cahoots with one of these little liberal city council members. Anyways.
Oh, yeah.
Anyways. Hey, who's that?
Hey, you tell him. Hey, it's Giovanni Gambino.
Hey there, Giovanni. How are you?
How you doing? What's going on?
Good to have you on the air here. But anyways, yeah, Tony, when I heard you became governor, I thought to myself, that is a man who truly is showing these people in the city that the American dream's still alive. It is.
Exactly.
It is.
I'm not one of these sissy liberals. I'm hard on everything.
Hard on everything.
Oh, he's hard.
Okay.
Hard. Yeah,
okay.
Mr. Guinness over there. Yeah, so... Yeah, I believe I said at one point that I'm going to rehabilitate and I'm going to be the president. I'm pretty sure I said that last time.
I think I do remember that. Correct me if I'm wrong, listeners out there, but I think you did.
I was waiting a hot trial and they coerced me and the police officer was fired. The DA was fired. And 2 months later, I'm the president.
Wow.
The liberals never said?
They tried, Larry. They tried
I'm
to take
sure they
attempts
did.
on my life, the continuum. But, you know, we're here now and we fought through it and we're working on it.
Well, that is great to hear because I will say that hotel needs a lot of work. I was just going off about it on the air before you called in.
Oh, yeah.
I just flew back in today and there's blood and guts all over the floor of the building.
Listen, we're going to give a grant to SecuroServe. We're going to pay them so they can start hiring more people and protect that beautiful mall.
Oh, that's
it's terrible
a great
what
idea.
they're doing to it.
That's a great idea. I saw some sort of liberal security company there. I don't know who they are, but this guy, I was like, "You're security?" He said, "Yeah." Oh, they were, and he was wearing Crocs while being a security officer.
Oh, who's running after?
I have no idea. I mean, I heard gunshots go off, and 3 of them went down. They ain't securing shit. Sorry to say it on the air, producer. Sorry to say it here.
All right. Secure don't fuck around. They're the good ones. I'm telling you.
Well, that's good.
Right.
That's good. If you can get them in there, hopefully that'll do some cleanup for the good people that live there.
Oh yeah, and you know, I had my inauguration speech, and I called out China, and they've been silent since. They know their place in the food chain.
China,
Larry, and
okay.
I bet they listen to you on the air. You know, you got.
Well, they probably do. I mean, I think they're losing lots and lots of jobs and bringing it back to good American workers now, right?
They are. Yeah,
that's good.
Their leader over there in China, he is pathetic.
Oh, DJ or something?
Yeah, whatever his name is.
Yeah, Zizhang, something like that.
Yep, and ever since I made that threat, he got real quiet, and all the foreign countries around us, KO as well, I called them out, and they got real quiet too. They're not doing anything. So,
wow. Good on you,
we're going to reestablish our patriotism.
Perfect.
Oh, that is so nice to hear, because when I was driving around talking to these people, I was getting a little bit defeated coming back to Los Santos and seeing how just all these people are doing the same old things. But at least we have a strong leader there at the top.
Yep. Yep. We're not going to let any more embarrassments happen to us. It's going to be great. And, you know, as of the next few days here, we're going to be getting the public defender's office opened, and it's going to be working great. We're going to be training lawyers, getting them better on the defense side, and it's going to make it a lot easier for people in the cells to get lawyers.
That is great.
It's beautiful. Don't even have to pay them for free.
Well, it's just
going to be a great system.
Oh, good old American rights, and that's the good tax dollars at work right there. Something that actually is going to be doing something.
Speaking of taxes, our economy, it's terrible. We just got the numbers, Larry.
Let's hear about it.
It's awful. It's so bad, and the prices up in Toledo at 24/7, they're more expensive than the prices at the mall. It doesn't make sense.
Jesus Christ.
And, you know, we're fighting it now. We're waiting for the subpoenas from all the state departments to figure out
Yeah, it's not
why
loading.
accounts are randomly losing lots
I'll
of
share
money,
this with you.
why they're randomly making
says-
huge transactions.
Tony,
possibly
I'm sorry.
Feel that
I
question
gotta
mark?
interject. Some of the people in your background are coming
know what's
through
going
also
on.
in your feed there from the phone.
Oh, yeah. Let me take them off speaker. All right.
There we go. All right, go ahead.
And, you know, it's a bad situation with the economy, but I know how we're going to save it. We got Mickey Valentino doing the numbers, running the numbers. We're waiting for all the subpoenas come in, and we're going to figure out how to fix this problem. The bar exam account, bar DOJ account, it's in a bad spot. And I'm the only one that's being transparent talking about these prices. Before this, you didn't hear shit about these accounts.
Sure didn't.
Random money in them. And
Sure
we're
didn't. Oh, shit. Temporary technical difficulties. We'll be back in a moment. Goodness gracious. I don't know what the hell happened right there. I think we had some sort of power surge. Yeah, power surge. That's what my producers are telling me. Some went a little weird, I guess. I guess you could say it had a little bit of liberal sprinkled in on it, and it just caused everything to go into chaos. And are we surprised? No, not really. But let's try to get Tony back on the phone there, now that everything's back up and running.
What's up, Larry?
Jeez, I don't know what the hell happened there, but my producer's telling me some sort of power surge hit the station. Whew.
It's probably China or something. I'm telling you.
It's probably the liberals not happy I'm back in town. Oof.
If they're not happy you're in town, they're not happy I'm in office. You know?
Guess that makes us allies like we've always been.
It does.
Right.
It does.
Right.
Oh, yeah, baby.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
All right, sorry to cut you off, though. I think you were just talking about how some things were coming together in the economy. That's right. And how you're going to fix it.
Yeah, we got great treasurers that are working day and night so far. We actually just passed the subpoena, so we're getting the documents within the coming hours.
Oh, wow.
For all these departments, and we're going to get to work on that. And we're just going to find ways for these accounts that are continuing to accumulate debt. They have no way of revenue, and we're going to completely switch that around with the DOJ account, you know, by doing some sort of bar school, making the bar association maybe be a couple bucks for people, but it's going to be a reinvestment because eventually you'll be able to be a lawyer. You know, you can't go become a lawyer for free. And it's a good thing. It's going to save the economy when it comes to that account and all the other accounts as well that are in the hole. We're going to figure out ways for them to start making money. So over time, they can, you know, have a steady increase, because right now, you know, we could reallocate funds from the accounts that have millions of dollars, but then what are you going to do about the long issue? It's just covering holes that are eventually going to explode and sink the whole ship.
Oh, I can't tell you how refreshing it is to actually talk to someone who has a damn brain in their skull.
Exactly.
Unlike a lot of these damn liberals around here, Tony.
I feel you, Larry.
Goodness.
I feel you. Oh my God, they're everywhere.
They are everywhere, and God bless you for being able to get into that spot where you are right now and be able to do some positive change for the city, Tony. It's much needed, and whenever you need a little conversation with Larry, you want to get a message out to the listeners or the people, you know where to find me.
Larry, keep airing the show. We're going to be allowing freedom of information soon, so you're going to be able to get any sort of reports you want. So you can see, and you can report on stories freely, so you can't be suppressed. So you can get the full story. That's not going to be hidden.
Oh, that's good to hear, Tony.
Those days are over.
Yeah, I mean, have you heard about what's going on in across the pond over there in that backwards country where we came from?
Oh yeah. What's going on over there?
Well, speaking on that of freedom of information, they have a few new laws they passed that restrict what kind of things you can say on social media. And if you do say it, you go to prison.
Yeah, I don't support that. I don't support
not
that
at all. That's totally
un-American. You should be able to have the freedom of information. You have free information. Say what you want.
That's right.
It's social media. Do what you want.
That's right, Tony. Hey, anything you want to leave to the listeners to ponder on tonight where they're doing their little nightcap before they go off to dreamland?
Well, before you guys take a nice sleep tonight, I want you to listen to Larry's deep, beautiful voice. And just remember that you're safe. You're safe in our country. You're safe in my hands. You're safe in everyone's hands here. And we're going to save you. We love you. Mwah, mwah.
God bless you, Tony.
Love you, Larry.
Hey, listeners, I couldn't have said that better myself. You're definitely not getting a mwah mwah from me, I'll tell you that. That's
oh, yeah.
That's only Tony's thing. But hey, Tony, really nice to catch up. We got to go get a drink or something. I got to see that governor office too or something.
Oh, yeah. Come by tomorrow or something. We got some meetings tonight, but tomorrow I want you to swing by.
All right. It's a plan then, Tony. Hey, you take care. Good to see you in the position. All right.
Mwah, mwah.
See you later. Oh, what a good man he is. Oh, goodness me, Larry Lincoln listeners, finally having someone with a brain in the office of governor. Things are going to look up in this country. Things are definitely going to look up, not only in this country, but you hear that? Holy shit. My God, Larry Lincoln listeners, don't worry. It's not shots fired at the station. Don't worry, it's outside. Are we good? Hey, hold on a second, Larry. Hey, are we all right? What was that? Call the police. Okay. Yeah, all the doors are locked. Okay. Oof. Just another reason why this city needs to be cleaned up, Larry Lincoln listeners. Just another reason this city needs to be cleaned up. Gunshots in the middle of the day? I mean, what has this city come to? I mean, we could go on and on about that, but I do want to give one shout out before I jump into my next topic. The Cluck and Bell at the mall. I met a woman there named Molly. I know, kind of funny how she works at the mall and her name's Molly. But anyways, I just got off the plane Blaine County had those issues. Sorry to bring them up again. But she looked at me and she saw the mission that the Larry Lincoln Show is trying to do, bringing everyone who lives here the hard, honest truth that the liberal media shields from you. And she said, you know what, Larry? I'll give you a drink. I'll give you a meal on the house. Now that is a true American spirit. Helping the little man get to where he needs to go if his intentions are true. You know, you got to work hard. There's no free handouts for nothing. She saw what I do, and she just wanted to help me get there because she believes in restoring this place to the greatness it used to be. I know not all of you are as old as I am, but I remember growing up in the 80s, early 90s. Those were some good times. Not everything was good. I'll tell you that. Not everything was good. But I don't remember it being as shit as it is now in the city. Now, on to my next topic. I gotta go off on this, okay? So, Larry Lincoln listeners, buckle up, get down, make yourself comfortable on your seat, maybe even grab a snack, because I got a story to tell about the damn San Andreas Medical Services, okay? I got a damn story to tell about it. Now, let's start off with this therapist lady, psychiatrist, as she says. I met her at the mall. Now, listen to this pile of horse shit. I was talking to her, telling her who I am, what I do. You know, Larry Lincoln listeners, as I do. I don't keep my opinions hidden. I tell people the hard truth no matter how they're going to take it. So I told her about some things, and she looked at me and she said, oh, okay. So you're one of those guys. I said, okay, what is that supposed to mean? But at the moment she asked that, there were some gunshots going off at the hotel, so I hid. I hid behind a car, took some cover, because I don't know where those bullets are coming from. I don't want to go down for some stupid idiot's mistake of using a gun he's not even trained to use or even really cares about. He's just using the Second Amendment just to commit this random acts of violence against people. And I'm not going to die because of some liberal sissy like that. So I took cover. And you know what this psychiatrist who works in conjunction with San Andreas Medical Services said to me? Now, I checked with the producers before we went live on air. Her words, not mine. She said, oh, you're a pussy. Yeah, someone who is all about mental health and trying to help people call someone a pussy for trying to take cover from bullets. Now, Los Santos, I know we were just talking about how Tony has a brain. This psychiatrist is so far from having your best interests at heart. All she cares about is her agenda and what she wants to push forward. As soon as I said things she didn't like, now she's trying to come after me and call me a pussy just for trying to survive. It's a damn shame. And if I could remember her name, I would tell you. And I know the last name is something like Sasuke, something like that. Something like Sasuke. And she wears a red shirt and has like a slick to the side red hair. I'm sure you'll recognize her if you see her, Larry Lincoln listeners. So steer clear. But anyways, I tried to get her full name. I attempted to call. Well, I'm not even done with that story yet. Hold on. There's one more thing that she did. I saw her again later on, and she said, hey, you seem like one of those guys that goes to the bar and looks at women and get drunk while the wife stays at home with the kids. And I said, oh. I said, I've never said a disrespectful thing to you, miss. But it seems to me as someone who went to college, got their doctorate degree, now as a psychiatrist, you've been doing nothing but trying to put me down, trying to come after my mental health. You know what she said? Jesus Christ, no. She said, well, I'm not working right now. Glad to know someone who's in the field of helping people has opinions trying to put people down. Now that's great. That's rich, ain't it? That's rich, ain't it, Larry Lincoln listeners? Someone who goes to college, gets indoctrinated by all these liberal educational things, listens to her professor, gets all this knowledge, quote unquote, and thinks she's so much better than everyone else that she can throw you into little pools, into little pods, into little categories, and don't give a shit about you. don't give a shit about you. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous that people who are trying to help people in positions to help people don't want to help people. They just want to make their money and push their thoughts on you until you conform. Branching even further than that, I spoke to a paramedic just trying to see what sort of other opinions and values that San Andreas Medical Services holds. And I spoke to this woman named Irene who told me, well, I'm a paramedic, and then when I'm not a paramedic, I'm a stripper. Yeah, someone who works in the field of saving your life. I'm talking to you at home listening. Someone whose work is to save your life also goes and be's a stripper. And then she told me, well, also I'm from the hood. I'm from Jamestown. I'm on the set. That's what she told me. Quite good people working at the hospital, right? Quite good, upstanding people, it sounds like. People who just want to help, right? They just want to help. Yeah, that's what I thought. Larry Lincoln listeners. It sounds like a whole bunch of baloney to me. Baloney. All right, but I digress. We're going to take a quick break. We'll come on back in, and we're going to do one of my stories, because I haven't even been able to get to any of them yet. And then we're going to jump into a little perusing through social media and checking in on the poll. Because we haven't even checked in on the poll yet from today's social media post. We'll see you in a few, Larry Lincoln listeners. We'll be right back. Larry Lincoln listeners, welcome back into the Larry Lincoln Show. Whew. It's been It's been a heated one for our first day back on the air, hasn't it? I mean, there's a lot to talk about, and I only landed back in Los Santos about 2.5 hours ago. I mean, that's how much I've been able to come across in 2.5 hours. Now, if that doesn't say something about this city, I don't know what will. I don't know what will. But I want to bring up something. Oh, actually, before we get into that, let's go to the poll that we had today out there on Life Invader. The poll was, is not allowing people to smoke in buildings like the hotel un-American and actually a disgrace to the American way? Comment below. Let's take a look at what people were saying. It's a fascist dictatorship in the mall. They banned clowns on Tuesday, so I can't even sleep in my own bed. I can't believe what I'm hearing, Larry Lincoln listeners. Beans the clown replied to the poll, and that's what he said. Now, why would Beans have any reason to lie? He's been a long-time Larry Lincoln listener, so I'm going to take his statement as truth. Is it the mall banning clowns from going in on Tuesdays? For what? For what kind of shit is the mall banning people for? First, you can't smoke in there, un-American. Now you can't even be a clown in there? Now what are they going to do next? They're going to tell you where to walk? They're going to tell you how to talk? They're going to tell you what to eat? I mean, they're already trying to. You try to go to all these stores and eat something, and they say, oh, it's going to cause all these diseases. Oh, it has all these chemicals. Oh, it's being recalled because we sprayed all these chemicals on it. I mean, where does it end? Where does it... I can't say that word on air, Larry Lincoln listeners, but where does it end? How can you have freedom in this country, and then you have these businesses like the hotel, which is a government run, by the way? It may be a private hotel, but it's government funded because we all have a little key card to get in there, and they don't allow you even freedom of expression with what you wear. I don't know, when was it illegal to be a clown? I mean, if someone can point me to that legislature, I'll happily take a look, but I know it's a lie. It's a damn shame, Beans. My heart is out to you, and so is all of Larry Lincoln listeners, I'm sure. We got another comment that says, these punk, another bad word I can't say on the air, mall cops need to take their dictatorship and stick it where the sun don't shine and get the bleep off. Jeez. Now, we're not sugarcoating anything around here, are we? We're not sugarcoating anything. So, I don't know exactly what's going on with these mall cops, but we did just talk to Tony, and he wants to give a contract to SecuroServe to make the mall safe for all these great Americans over there. And I don't think they're currently working there, at least from what I saw. So I'm hoping that once he gets that done, we can actually have a positive change, get rid of these corrupt fascist policies, as plainly pointed out by Beans, and get rid of these no good mall cops, as we spoke about earlier. Crocs and a blue hard hat. Where's your gun? Where's your taser? Where's your bulletproof vest? I mean, we saw what was needed earlier. They got shot. How good can mall security be if they can't even protect them damn selves? Godly, what was the requirements? Eat tofu? Sure seems like it. Jesus Christ. Whew. And that's that for the poll. Now, we had someone call in and submit a story that I don't know too much about, but I just want to throw it out there just in case it does become something. You heard it here first on the Larry Lincoln Show. It was a call in. I won't reveal his name because I don't know if he wants it out there, but he told me there was this business down at the airport, and they had a big cage in there with huge bars. But he told me the bars were broken, and there was blood and a weird-looking fur. Weird-looking fur out there. Now, knowing the left-wing liberal corrupt media, they care more about their image and care more about their agenda more so than the safety, well-being, or health of any of you good old American patriots there at home. So it wouldn't surprise me if something went awry with some sort of animal and now it's loose in the city and no one's the wiser. So Larry Lincoln listeners, we'll be developing on that story, see what we can find out, but be safe, all right? Make sure you're carrying. Make sure you're using that Second Amendment and being safe. All right? Now let's go into our next story. Let's pull it up here. All right, here. Let's scroll on through. Let's see here. Yep. Okay. There it is. There it is. Now, this is a hot story coming out of a very liberal city over on the West Coast called San Diego. I'm sure you've all heard of it. San Diego. One of the most liberal cities in this country. Now listen to what they're doing for this school year that's just getting started here in this good country. They call it the All-Sustainable School Curriculum. Students are going to learn about eco-friendly innovations in every subject. So here's the summary on the article I was reading. Schools are adopting a new all-sustainable curriculum where every subject is integrated with eco-friendly innovations. Math lessons include calculations for carbon footprints. History classes focus on environmental movements, and science projects revolve around green technology. The goal is to create a generation of eco-experts who are as knowledgeable about sustainability as they are about academics. Now what the producer, get ready on the button, okay? Now what the hold on, okay, producer, you missed it. Let me try it again. What the are they doing in these schools, man? Golly! Holy shit, I mean, how far back is this country going? We care more about the environment than education? What happened to teaching actual math? What happened to teaching actual history? Actual inventions in technology? It's a thing of the past, I guess. I thought there was only the colleges that were going down the drain, but it looks like everything's going down the drain. You're gonna send your damn kid to school, and he's gonna come home and say, "Hey, Dad, guess what? Oh, well, what's that? What's that, son? I learned about the great economic movement of 1720. Holy shit! Golly, they're probably not going to teach them about the Revolutionary War anymore. They're probably not going to teach them about jack shit anymore. They're going to say, oh, you want to go, all these cars run on gasoline. Well, what about the great historical movement of the electric engine? Now, Larry Lincoln, let me give you a little history lesson that's actual and factual. Nikola Tesla, look him up if you want to. He's the man who invented the electric engine in the year, let's do a little game show. Anyone got a guess? Yeah, 1910. 1910 is when he invented the electric engine. Yeah, I'm sure we cared a lot about the environment up until recently. You know why they care about it now? You know why they care about the environment now? It's because they want to control you, Larry Lincoln listeners. They want you to only have these cars with these batteries that are shit to begin with, so they can have control on everything. You can only get this electricity at their places. You can only do all these things in their place. You know, I wouldn't be surprised if later down the line they do a buyback on all the gas cars and you have to get an electric one. I mean, golly, I think San Diego's already been talking about it to begin with. Whew. Let me take a little sip of this water. Hello, Lincoln listeners. We've known this country's been going down the drain for a long time. We know it. It's true. It's true. I don't know what it's going to take for this country to realize that all these left-wing liberal policies like, oh, do this, oh, do that, oh, stay in the dark room where there's no windows with the lights off, and don't you worry, I'll give you all the information you need right through this little slider. You just eat it up, okay? Right through the little slider. Don't worry about the outside world. It's dangerous. It's scary. Oh, well, we'll take care of you. That's what they want for this country. That's what they want for the world. They want you to go around not noticing anything, not thinking about anything, caring about what they want you to care about, Larry Lincoln listeners. And then you know what's going to happen when it's too late? All of a sudden, they're going to have complete control. They're going to have complete control of your Larry Lincoln listeners. We can't let it happen. We cannot let it happen, which is the whole reason Larry Lincoln Show even began, is for us to come together as the red-blooded American patriots of this country and take it back. Take it back to what it used to be, what it was founded on in the Revolutionary War. They're probably not even going to teach about it anymore. Probably not even going to teach about it anymore. And it's a damn shame what has been going on in this country for too long. And for too long it has gone. But we will fix it one day at a time, every day here on the Larry Lincoln Show. Larry Lincoln listeners, we got one more topic for you coming up right after the break. And remember, if you want to call in, talk to Larry Lincoln, bring up any topic you have right out there in your mind, 555-8535. Go ahead and call in. The lines are open. We'll get to you right after the break. Larry Lincoln listeners, welcome on into the Larry Lincoln Show. I hope you enjoyed the ad break and welcome back in. It is good to have you. We are going to be wrapping up the show and we're going to be bringing it all together for our Welcome Back to Los Santos episode right here on the Blaine County Radio. Larry Lincoln listener, before the break, I said 555-8535 is the number to call in if you do want to call in. No pressure at all. But the phone lines are always open for anyone who has anything to say. But if not, we got our last topic right here to cover about what's going on in the world. So let's get right into it. Let's see here. Scroll down, get it on up on the screen. Make sure that it's full screen. And let's see here. There we go. Perfect. Okay. So, Larry Lincoln listeners, let's get right into it. Next news article that I found, it's been a while since we came together, so I have a lot ready to go to talk about. But this one here's the title of the article. Mandatory mindfulness meetings. Every business meeting to include a 15-minute yoga session. I'll let that sink in. Good God. Larry Lincoln listeners, I don't know, like I think we've said this about 20 times now on the show. Where is this country going? What are we doing with ourselves? I mean, do you remember? Let's just think back. Here's a great example I was talking to with someone today about that smoking poll we did. Are you not allowed to smoke in the hotel? I'm sure many of us have seen or heard of the Empire State Building. Now, you know, there's some famous photographs and famous videos of people riding those beams up to the top with their lunch boxes on it. And you know what they're doing? Majority of those people working, good American hard workers, they're smoking. They're smoking cigarettes. They're working hard. They didn't have no harnesses. They didn't have anything for safety. They were just trying to make money for their family, trying to work hard and provide. And now, in this day and age, let's for example say his name's Jim. Now we have Jim, who works in HR, going to work and telling all these other people in their little office, okay, guys, hey, listen up, hold on, let's even clap for him, right? Yep, okay, everyone, listen up. Hey, it's Jim with HR. Well, here's what we're doing today. Everybody stand up right now. 15-minute yoga session for mindfulness. It's going to make you feel so relaxed. It's going to make you feel better. You know what? I'll just read the article, give you even more of an intro look into what they're saying. Employees are encouraged to wear flexible attire and practice their best downward dog before diving into the agenda. Critics worry about potential disruptions, but supporters believe it's the future of effective meetings. I'm not making this shit up, Larry Lincoln listeners. This is real life. This is real life where this country is. Imagine Jim from HR coming in and saying, okay, everyone, hey, I know it's been a hard day sitting at your desk. Now, before we get into this meeting, let's do a quick downward dog. Everybody do the downward dog. Good God, Larry Lincoln listeners. You know, even me growing up, when I was working out in the cornfields, graduated trade school and did welding before getting into radio, I did a hard day's work. There was no downward dog out in the cornfields in the 110-degree heat of the Midwest. There was no downward dog when I had my blowtorch with me welding together pieces of metal for bridge construction. There was no mandatory 15-minute yoga session because you know what? You buck up, you buckle up, and you get shit done. That's what Americans have always done. You think there was downward dog 15-minute yoga session when we were fighting for our independence from the British? Hell no. Hell no, there wasn't. You know what? This needs to stop. This country has gone completely in the wrong direction, Larry Lincoln listeners. All these policies, all these changes, all these programs, you know what it's going to do? It's going to change everyone's hands from strong, capable ones to soft, easily cuttable ones that aren't going to be able to do a damn thing. But that's what they want. That's what these liberal politicians, educators, people, they want. They want everyone to be soft, malleable like clay. They want you to be like clay. They want you to be moldable, shapeable into the exact kind of person they want. And you know what happens when you're shapeable and moldable, Larry Lincoln listeners? You're easily controllable. That's right. Easily controllable. Ugh. Don't be clay. That's the main point I'm making there. Don't be clay, be a rock. And if you want to be even better than a rock, be Larry Lincoln. Hey, I had to throw a little bit of humor in there for you listening there at home, Larry Lincoln listeners. It's been quite a serious radio show today because it needs to be. I mean, at least we have someone good in the governor position that'll be able to make some positive changes. So, Larry Lincoln listeners, I'm going to scroll through social media, see if there's anything interesting I can comment on, see if any of you are putting any posts out there to me. And if anything, remember, you can call in before the show gets done, 555-8535. Looks like we had someone text the line here. We have someone who said yoga session at Harmony. Oh, good Lord. Good Lord in heaven above. Oh, my God. A picture is coming to the show, Larry Lincoln listeners. Let me describe it to you. We have one person in a gas mask doing the tree pose. We have another person in, what is that? Red heels, orange skirt, and some neon green bracelets doing the tree pose. And then we have a guy who's barefoot in a tie-dye tank top with a unicorn mask on, getting ready to do a downward dog. Good Lord. Good Lord Almighty. Looks like the mandatory 15-minute yoga sessions are they're in effect in Los Santos too. I thought the article was just controlled area. I didn't know it was already making its way across. Oh, goodness me. Thanks for tuning into the show. What a picture. What a picture. That's a special one right there. That one's going in my phone gallery right there. That's oh, goodness me. You listeners are too funny sometimes. You listeners are too funny. Well, let's jump into social media. See what we can see on there. Dragon Lounge. Okay. Dragon Lounge. Tequila La. Okay. The Blue Bionic says, hello, everyone. Oh, here we go. Here's someone who needs some help, Larry Lincoln listeners. If you see someone on the street or meet someone named Stanley Young, he says, frick school, I want to be a gangster. Well, he needs some help. Let's help him if we can, Larry Lincoln listeners. Anything else interesting around here? Yeah, nothing much. Well, Larry Lincoln listeners, it has been one hell of a show. Like I said at the start, good to be back. Glad to be back. And it is going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to be doing things bigger. We're going to be doing things better. And we're going to be making Los Santos a better place. We sure are. Oh, Larry Lincoln listeners, we got a call in right here before we get off the air. Let's see who it is. Hello there, it's Larry Lincoln Show. You're live on air.
Hey, Larry, how you doing?
Hey, doing good. How are you?
I'm doing well. I was doing fantastic until I started hearing about all the downward dogs and the switch to electric vehicles that are coming this way.
Oh, don't even get me started on it again. I think I'm gonna. My doctor told me, Larry, your blood pressure is getting close to the boiling point. You need to tone it down on the air.
Yeah, listen. When you mentioned the buybacks for the electric vehicles, I couldn't help but become concerned for the mechanic shops around San Andreas.
Uh-huh.
It seems like we're going to be the guinea pigs for this, and I just can't help but wonder what's going to happen to all these mechanics and mechanic shops that are relying on gas engines to put food on the table.
See that's the sad thing I'm trying to get at. Do you mind sharing your name, or you want to keep that private on the air?
Share my name.
What's your name?
My name is Wes Bennett. I work at the Harmony Repair Shop on Route 68.
Okay. You know, it's something that concerns me too, because through history, you know, some of these people don't want to teach history anymore. They want to teach environmentalist or some reason. But anyways, we look through history, what's happened, a lot of these jobs are being taken. Like, let's look back to the Industrial Revolution. A lot of American citizens are working hard, doing a lot. There's a lot of patriotism because of what was going on in the world. And as we progressed over time, there's been less things happening and more inventions not wanting people to work anymore. We even have these robots vacuuming up homes, and who knows what's going to happen in the future. And it all starts again with what I was trying to talk about control. They want control over us. They want us to do all these things so we can be in a spot where they can just do whatever they want to us. I mean, if we need to go charge our cars at all these places and they're in control of the electricity and they won't let us own a gas-powered car, that doesn't really sound like American freedom to me, or ability for people to work who do work those hard jobs like you do, Wes.
Well, listen, I mean, just look at what happened to Detroit, right? All that automation came in. They said, oh, you'll just become a service technician. You'll be able to work on the robots that are doing all the work for you.
Nope.
Where are those people now, Larry?
Yeah, they're out there on the streets, Wes. I'll tell you that. They're out there on the streets because if this government does one thing well with the who's currently doing things at the top, it's pushing all these left-wing policies to push out actual people trying to work. They're rewarding the people who would rather just do drugs and commit violence in our communities instead of the people who've been there for generations actually giving back, like those people in Detroit.
Absolutely, Larry.
Oh, it's a shame. And Wes, as long as I'm on the radio, I'll be pushing forward the hard truth to not let that country get to that point and keep good people like you employed.
Well, we appreciate you, Larry. I thank you so much.
No problem, Wes. Thanks for calling in, and thanks for being a Larry Lincoln listener. But I got to ask you one thing.
Yeah.
Were you in that photo?
Oh, no, not at all. I don't even know who those people are.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess they're at Harmony right now because that's where the photo was. Yeah, there's some guy in a unicorn mask. Yeah, anyways, it was an interesting photo. Sure was. I just had to ask. I was curious.
That's fair. Sorry about that, Larry. I'll look into it. We'll see who those people were. We don't need that kind of image getting around on social media. You know what I mean?
Trust me, I remember way back in the day before I was before I had to move out of town and because of all the Blaine County thing. It's a lot of drama there at Blaine County Radio. But anyways, is Samson still one of the people at Harmony?
He is. Actually,
he is.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Great. Yeah, me and him were talking business all long ago. I have to get in touch with him and catch up a little bit. That's good to hear he's still doing well.
Yeah, doing pretty good for themselves up here.
All right, then. Well, Wes, thanks for calling in. It was good to hear from a listener and a patriot, because those are a dying breed in this country, unfortunately.
Absolutely. Keep fighting the good fight, Larry.
Well, do. God bless you. That's a good man right there. That is a good man, Wes, calling in. That's a hard job being a mechanic. Hard job being a mechanic. Definitely needs to be appreciated more, like a lot of the manual labor jobs, American jobs, that people do in this country. Now, Larry Lincoln listeners, that's it for the show today. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for listening. And thanks for taking a moment to become a part of the Larry Lincoln Show and actually hear the truth about what's going on. Oh, I spoke too soon. Larry Lincoln listeners, we got a call coming in right now from someone I met today, a true patriot named Cletus. Let's see what he's got to say. What's going on there, Cletus? Welcome on air to the Larry Lincoln Show.
How you doing, Larry?
Oh, doing good there, Cletus.
I was just calling in to fill you in on the wonderful new addition here at the mall. We have, courtesy of mall security, a new man-eating plant.
Man-eating plant?
I'm not even bullshitting you. I sent you a photo and everything.
Hey, let me take a look at this, listeners. Let me take a look at this right here. Let's see. Man-eating... Holy shit, they sure do!
Yeah.
What kind of decision is that?
I don't even know what kind of decision
Lord.
that is.
You know what's even worse about?
You
know what's even worse, Cletus, is they got this man-eating plant there now, but you know what they're going to do is, if we try to take it out, there's going to be these people that come in. It's a new major that's been turned up in universities called botany psychology. You heard of it?
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Yep. Yeah. Botany psychology. It's a new major sweeping across universities. And if that plant tries to get removed, they're going to come swarming in with their botany psychologist shirts on, lock arms around it. Maybe even one of them is going to get taken out, but they'll celebrate it because they're feeding that damn thing. Damn fools. Holy shit.
Yeah,
how dumb can you be to go to college for botany psychology? Sorry to get on a tangent there, Cletus.
Oh, you're good.
Oh. Goodness, it makes my blood boil. Whew. That's
You're
that's
telling
ridiculous.
me I
That's
have
ridiculous.
to live at this place and work here. Oh,
Oh,
it's
well,
horrible.
steer clear of that, Cletus. We're going to be bringing that news to light, and hopefully that plant can get killed. I don't care about its psychology. I'll say that live on the air.
Hey, nothing a little lighter fluid and lighter can't
Whoa,
fix.
I mean, Cletus, I don't know if you want to put that. That's all a joke, right? I mean, we don't want to get that on the air. We don't.
Yeah, of course.
We don't condone violence over there.
No, never.
Fantastic, Cletus. It's good to have you call in, and thanks for being a part of the show. All right.
All right. You have a good one.
Take
Mr.
care,
Lincoln.
Cletus. Oh, good man. Good patriot. Good patriot. Now, Larry Lincoln listeners, that's it. That's the show for the day. God bless you. God bless you for being a part of this country. God bless you for being a part of this city. And God bless you for taking a good step for positive change by listening in to the Larry Lincoln Show. We'll send you off with the Larry Lincoln Show song. And we'll catch you next time, Los Santos.